It's Weekend Update with Colin Jost and Michael Che.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Michael Che.
I'm Colin Jost. I really, truly forgot for a second. This week, President Trump held more coronavirus giveaways across the country as part of his huge herd immunity tour. He started in Florida and showed off how healthy his brain is, saying this.
They say I'm immune. I feel so powerful.
Yeah, nothing says I'm off steroids like screaming, "I feel so powerful," like Sloth from the Goonies. Then at a rally in Pennsylvania, he told the mostly maskless crowd that they would all beat the coronavirus together. Said the crowd, "Yeah, but you don't have it anymore, right?" Then at a rally in Georgia, a congressman literally crowd surfed on the second wave of corona, and yet somehow Trump seems to think that he could lose this election. Listen to this.
Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
Hey, don't make promises you don't intend to keep. Besides, I should point out no other country would accept you because you come from America, which has way too many COVID cases. Though I have to say it would be very satisfying if this all ends with Donald Trump becoming an illegal immigrant. And to whatever country gets Trump, I just want to apologize because we're not sending our best or our brightest.
NBC held a town hall event with President Trump because, what can I say? We have a type. Who are these? You're supposed to be up there, Joe. Who are these town halls even for? I mean, who's still on the fence about this election? Whether you're voting for Trump or Biden, you've made up your mind a long time ago, and you're probably not thrilled about it. These choices are so bad that Kanye's running, and people are like, maybe? That wouldn't happen if we had actual good candidates. I mean, imagine if Kennedy lost to Nixon because Wisconsin went to Little Richard. All right, whatever.
C-SPAN suspended host Steve Scully after he admitted to falsely claiming that his Twitter account was hacked. Wow, just more juicy drama from those messy bitches at C-SPAN. According to insiders, U.S. intelligence agencies warned the White House last year that Rudy Giuliani was the target of an influence operation by Russian intelligence. I'm actually more worried about Russian intelligence if their plan was to rely on the American Mr. Bean. Counting on Rudy to carry out your secret mission is like handing your grocery list to your dog. It was also revealed that after President Trump was warned that Rudy was being fed misinformation by the Russians, Trump just shrugged his shoulders and said, "That's Rudy." Thursdays on CBS.
This week, President Trump also refused to condemn the conspiracy group QAnon, saying, "I know nothing about QAnon," which, come on, how could you not know about QAnon? You're on Twitter all day. That'd be like if I say, "I know nothing about Lexington Steel." He's probably just never heard... You heard of him? He's probably just never heard the word QAnon out loud before. I bet when he got home, he's like, "Oh, you meant Canyon? I love those dudes."